Hebrews chapter 10 verses 5 through 10 highlights one of Jesus' greatest and most loving decisions. His willingness to fulfill God's will by becoming the ultimate sacrifice for humanity's sins. This passage begins by quoting Jesus' words, "Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but a body you prepared for me." This statement reveals Jesus' understanding of the insufficiency of the old covenant sacrifices and his readiness to offer his own body as a perfect, once-for-all sacrifice. It underscores the profound love and obedience Jesus demonstrated in accepting his mission to save humanity. In verse 6, Jesus continues, "With burnt offerings and sin offerings you were not pleased." This reflects the limitations of the Levitical sacrifices, which could not fully atone for sin or cleanse the conscience of the worshiper. Jesus, aware of these limitations, chose to become the fulfillment of God's plan for redemption. His decision to step into humanity and offer himself as the perfect sacrifice was driven by an unparalleled love for humanity and a desire to restore the broken relationship between God and his creation. Verse 7 further emphasizes Jesus' commitment to God's will. "Then I said, 'Here I am. It is written about me in the scroll. I have come to do your will, my God.'" Jesus' declaration of coming to do God's will highlights his voluntary submission and readiness to carry out the divine plan. This decision, rooted in love and obedience, was not made out of compulsion, but from a deep desire to accomplish the purpose for which he was sent. It reflects Jesus' profound alignment with God's heart and his sacrificial love for humanity. Verses 8 and 9 reiterate the inadequacy of the old sacrificial system and Jesus' role in establishing a new covenant. First he said, "Sacrifices and offerings, burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not desire, nor were you pleased with them, though they were offered in accordance with the law." Then he said, "Here I am. I have come to do your will." He sets aside the first to establish the second. Jesus' decision to set aside the old covenant and establish the new one through his sacrifice signifies a transformative shift in how humanity relates to God. This decision was a demonstration of his ultimate love and the new, living way he provided for believers to approach God. Finally, verse 10 concludes, "And by that will, we have been made holy through the sacrifice of the body of Jesus Christ once for all." Jesus' greatest and loving decision to offer himself as the final sacrifice has profound implications for believers. Through his obedience and sacrifice, believers are made holy, signifying a complete and eternal cleansing from sin. This act of love not only fulfilled God's will, but also opened the way for believers to enter into a restored and intimate relationship with God. Jesus' decision to give himself up for humanity is the ultimate expression of his love.